It is 2:20 in the morning, and I do know that there are people sleeping, but do you think I care? Because that's what's called being a mother savage! Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Papa Jake! It was done, but it's Papa Jake here, and we're back with another awesome Nerf video for you guys. And today, we are doing another one of our most dangerous Nerf creations. That is right, we are going above and beyond your local Nerf. This isn't the stuff you buy from the store. Oh, no, no, no. This is military-grade stuff. You could fight terrorists with this if you really needed to, because Papa Jake has gone into his workshop. But we made some of the coolest, some of the most amazing Nerf darts in the world. But before we get into that, guys, I have a question for you. Come closer to Papa Jake. It's okay. No, it's okay. Papa Jake's not mad. I just want to know, son. Do you think you're a savage? Because if you're a savage, then you'll like this video. Because I want all you savages to smash that like button. I want to see every single person that views this video to like this video. And if you don't have an account, then make an account, subscribe, and smash that like button. Or else I'm gonna come for you with this Nerf thing. Is that threatening? Can I do that? Can I say that? Yeah? Okay. I'm gonna come with you and go bam bam right in your face. So hit that like button if you're a savage like Papa Jake. But let's jump right into this DIY video. But here's the thing, boys. This ain't one of your Laura DIY making cupcakes videos. No. We dealing with explosives. And inside Papa Jake's lunchbox of fun isn't a perfectly made sandwich that your nonna made you. No, no, no. It's some explosive Nerf rounds. That's right, because we've got 3 different versions of the Nerf rounds, and I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to make them today. We've got Nerf Busters. This is a Papa Jake trademark here. These things pop on impact. They create an explosive charge that when you hit your friend or wall, it'll explode, causing a distraction as well as lots of pain. Next up is what I like to call the Penetrator. It's literally like, what's this called, a point? It's literally a metal point at the end of a Nerf nuke. This will go through skin, and you can adjust how long it is depending on how much you want to hurt your enemy. And last up, ladies and gentlemen, we've got something that only Papa Jake truly could make. It is an exploding Nerf round. That is right, this Nerf round, when it leaves the gun, will light on fire. And upon hitting your enemy, at first it'll stun them. They'll go, oh, I got hit by a Nerf. No big deal, that's okay, we're playing Nerf. No. See, this Nerf round has a detonating fuse, and when that fuse hits 0, boom! The whole thing blows up. It actually might kill, please don't try this at home. It might actually kill someone. But let's jump in to how you make these. 'Cause I know you're thinking, Papa Jake, these look pretty lit, but how do you make them? Well, I'm gonna show you guys how to make each and every one of them and show you exactly how they work. And at the grand finale, we'll set something off called the Nerf-nade. First up, I'm gonna be showing you how to make the poppin' dart. Now, welcome to my beautiful DIY table. That looks like absolute crap, I apologize. But all you're gonna need is, of course, your Nerf. In this case, we're gonna be using some caps. Now, there's a few different ways I've seen this on the internet, but all of them were absolutely terrible. So Papa Jake went and used his engineering skills to make his own brand new way. And all you're gonna need is your cap here, and you're gonna cut it off to isolate it, just like that. And then you're gonna want to attach the cap at the end of the Nerf dart here. So we're gonna use our friend here, Mr. Glue Gun, and put a little dab. What? Dab that glue. Now make sure this is the right way. You can't really mess this up. It's a 50-50. And don't burn your hands, because this is very hot. And you're gonna put it on there just like that. The more in the middle you can get it, the better it'll work. So now that that's done, you're gonna let it set and allow it to get nice and hard on there. And next up, what you're gonna need is your activator. Now, I'm using this, and if you guys happen to have some pellet guns at home, you might have some little pellets that look sort of like this, but you can basically use anything that's small and metal. So I'm just gonna pull this out of here and use the metal tip of my pellet. There we go. And this happens to fit perfectly right inside the cap. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little bit of glue in there so it sets nicely. And this is Papa Jake's DIY. There we go. And you're just gonna slide it in here. Now don't worry about the glue. It's actually not gonna hold it that tight. So when this does impact the wall, it'll push into the cap. And then once you're done, this is what you'll get. Now you can take your time to make this absolutely perfect, but as long as it looks something like this and it's in the middle, it's ready to go. So we got this ready, and I think we're gonna test this out and show you guys exactly how this works. Now, if you take your time and make a few of these, you can actually load an entire canister with them because they are the perfect size to fit inside whichever Nerf gun you're using. As long as your Nerf gun has a little bit extra room at the front, you should be perfectly fine. So I'm gonna load these bad boys right in here like this. There we go. So we got them loaded up here. I made a bunch of them prior to this, so you guys can make as many as you want and load them up. So we got my friend over here. That's Jeffrey. Jeffrey is the most realistic. So I'm gonna shoot my Nerfs all around Jeffrey because they kind of need to hit a hard surface. I mean, if you hit someone pretty hard, it can kind of snap on them, but you want to try and hit something around them. So we got a nice concrete wall behind Jeffrey. I'm gonna use him as my target. Let's see how this goes. Are you ready? Oh! 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 That is so cool! How you feeling, boy? How you feeling? He's good. Jeffrey's good. He's a little shaky. So they kind of work as like a shock mechanism. You hit him with one of these. That one didn't go off. But still, you get the point. They're not always gonna go off, but they are pretty freaking lit. So let's move on to the next Nerf, because I know what you guys are saying. You guys are saying, Papa Jake, I like to scare my friends, but now I want to take it to the next level. I want to kill my friend. You probably don't want to kill your friends, so let's not take it to that level. But for fun, we're gonna take it to that level. So let's see what happens when we build the deadliest Nerf dart. We've got the next invention here. Every single kid thinks about when he first gets some Nerf darts, and that is, what if I put a little needle at the end of it? What about making it a little point and turn it into an actual bullet? Well, that's what we've done here. Now, I'm not gonna do the DIY on this because it's actually pretty easy. All you need is a bunch of glue from a glue gun and either a needle, or in this case, I actually used one of the throwing darts from my house. So I put throwing dart in here and just glued it in with some glue gun. I didn't stick it out too much because it doesn't fit in my gun, but if your gun lets you put it a little bit bigger, you can actually have this longer and it will stick in more objects. But we're gonna try it on my boy Jeff over here and see what would happen if this was a real person. Oh, yo! Check that out! We're playing Nerf and I pop out of the woodwork and I'm like, Jeffy boy, it's time for you to die. Alright, here we go again. Let's do this. Ready? Yo, we got him right in the head, dude. Imagine if that was one of your boys and you hit him right in the head with that Nerf. Jeff would not be having a fun Nerf day. But you know what Jeff would not be having even more fun with? An exploding Nerf bullet. That is right. This is a world first, all right? Before we even jump into this, I want you guys to smash that like button for a world first Nerf nuke bullet. When we light this, all right, it goes out of the Nerf gun, ignites, hits your friend is like shh, and then bam, before you can even think. And we're gonna be showing you guys how to make them today. Now, what you're gonna need for this is a firework of some kind. Honestly, it doesn't really matter what you use, even if you just take a firework and get some of the oh so goody goodness from the inside and put that into your Nerf dart, it doesn't matter. In this case, I've got here, these are 3-stage skyrockets, and they happen to be absolutely perfect. Now, I must say, guys, do not try this at home. Even though it's super lit and super awesome, it's super fun, don't try it at home. First things first, you're gonna need a fuse for this. So I just take the fuse, pull it right out. There you go, you got a fuse. You're gonna set that aside for later. And then you're gonna need Mr. Scissors here. So we're gonna cut into this. And you're gonna be careful because you don't wanna lose that oh so goody goodness from inside. So we're gonna pull the top off here. There we go. And just keep pulling it back until you get to the inside of the firework. In this case, we were really lucky because these happen to have an interior to them that was exactly perfect to fit inside the Nerf. So check this out, guys. Check this out. You pull out at the bottom of the rocket and you get this. This is what you get, okay? And inside this is all of the goody goodness, and that's what explodes here. And check this out. It fits perfectly without the need of glue inside the Nerf dart, just like that. It is the absolute perfect size. Now, like I said, guys, if you're using another firework, all you want to do is salvage the firework stuff and throw it in the bottom. The great thing about Nerf darts is that in the bottom they have these holes here, so you can put anything you want in them. Just make sure that you glue the top out so it doesn't fall out. You're gonna want to push it down as much as physically possible, and you're gonna take your fuse. Now this is where you're gonna need a little bit of glue, so we're gonna glue the fuse in place, and don't worry, the more glue the better, trust me. So I took the glue from my glue gun and I just kind of just put it in there, and now I'm just gonna dab it around here so we get, what did I just say? But okay, seriously, you're gonna put the glue and you're just gonna want to put it around here. Don't use too much that it's actually spilling out, but as long as your Nerf bullet looks kind of like this, then you're good to go. So there you go. You now have an exploding Nerf bullet. So now that we've got these ready, why don't we check out and see exactly how they work. So I'm gonna take this one here and load it in. Now you can do rapid fire with these, But to start off, I'm only gonna load up one at a time, just to show you guys exactly what they look like. All right, now there is a slight chance, very slight chance, that it'll actually ignite and get stuck. If it ignites and gets stuck inside your Nerf gun, you're gonna wanna put your Nerf gun down calmly and run the hell away. But my boy Jeff over here is ready. He's a trained veteran. He's already got one of our Nerfs in him. He's already been scared by our poppin' Nerfs, and now he's about to get an exploding Nerf dart. Oh, there it goes. Oh! That was freaking lit, boys! My boy Jeff's dead! I'm gonna try another one and try and land it right around him. Kind of lob it like a grenade. Oh god. Oh god. There it goes. Oh! Oh!
Can you hear it?
That was crazy! Yo, look at the Nerf bullet, guys. It explodes. It is literally an exploding Nerf bullet. So for this attempt, we've tried to load up 3 at one time to see if we can get a rapid fire of exploding Nerf darts. Now, I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm a little scared they're gonna get stuck, but we're gonna give it a go.
Oh crap.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god! Oh Jesus! It got stuck and then exploded in the chamber. Imagine shooting your friend with this. It goes down his shirt and then boom!
I don't think anyone wants to do that.
Now that the Nerf gun is completely broken from our exploding Nerf darts, I'm gonna do one last one here before we go to the Nerf grenade. This is the big pop-up. I'm gonna place it beside our boy Jeff here as if it hit Jeff in the shirt. All right, let's pretend this hit Jeff in the shoulder. Dude! Jeff, boy! That thing went boom! We still got Papa Jake's patented Nerf nuke. All right, here we go, guys. There you go, Jeff! And one more for the road. Bro! Alright guys, well this has been Papa Jake with exploding Nerf darts and the most dangerous Nerf ammunition in the absolute world. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, I want you to smash that like button. I want you to shoot that like button with some exploding Nerf darts. And if you guys want me to do more crazy Nerf challenges and toy challenges, maybe making some every average day toys into deadly killing machines, then I want you guys to let me know in the comments. Maybe leave a suggestion down below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're 100% savage.